Welcome to a heavyweight European night under the lights at Anfield. Liverpool host Real Madrid in the Champions League, and very little needs to be said to convey the magnitude. This is a fixture steeped in history, scar tissue, and breathtaking football. These are two clubs who expect to be here every year, fighting deep into the competition, and tonight offers another chapter. Liverpool entered the matchday with work to do. Their campaign has been patchy, flashes of brilliance punctuated by lapses in control. A victory here would swing qualification to the knockout phase firmly back in their direction and reassert their authority on the European stage. Real Madrid, meanwhile, looked like Real Madrid, composed, ruthless, efficient. They arrive in England unbeaten in the group and with the air of a side that feels destiny belongs to them. They know how to handle big occasions. They've survived this cauldron before, and they should have the squad maturity to manage the tempo. Team news, and for Liverpool, Florian Wirtz has been recalled to the Liverpool starting lineup, and he is the only change from the win over Aston Villa. Cody Gakpo drops to the bench to make way for the £100 million attacking midfielder, who is reunited with his former Bayer Leverkusen boss Xabi Alonso in the opposite dugout here. Curtis Jones is back in the squad, but only fit enough for the bench after missing the last two games. For Real Madrid, the big news is that Trent Alexander-Arnold starts among the substitutes. Federico Valverde is preferred to the former Liverpool defender at right back. Real Madrid have made just one change from their thrashing of Valencia at the weekend. Eduardo Camavinga replaces the injured teenager Franco Mastantuono, who is out with a groin issue. And kick-off. We're underway at Anfield in this Champions League phase fixture. There is, as always on big European nights like this, just a fantastic noise inside the stadium. Perhaps the jeopardy isn't what it might be in this league clash, but the sense of occasion remains. Liverpool move the ball quickly. Salah darts early down the right, then cuts inside to feed Mac Allister, but the Argentine strike ricochets off his own teammate. The cop roars anyway. They like the intent, the electricity, that they sense that the hosts will meet Madrid on the front foot tonight. Ekitike drops deep, flicking first time around the corner for Wirtz, but the timing is just off. A minute later, Conor Bradley makes the first of what will become a series of fearless challenges, driving past Carreras and winning territory. The crowd sings his name. His confidence is startling, especially against the likes of Vinicius Jr., who watches the youngster defiantly. Liverpool dominate the early rhythm, and Madrid look content to be patient, absorbing pressure, waiting for their attackers to find pockets. Vinicius checks inside off the left, looking for the angle to accelerate, but loses his footing as he dribbles. Liverpool pounce on loose touches, with Mac Allister snapping into Bellingham to swat away the danger, just as the Englishman looked poised to turn and strike. Real tried to establish some stability with a short free kick routine between Guler and Vinicius, but Konate rises above the crowd to head clear, stamping authority in the duel against Huijsen. The rhythm is frantic and breathless, helter-skelter football that suits Liverpool more than Madrid. After 10 minutes, Liverpool carved their first major opening. Huijsen, nervous in possession, gives the ball away, and Wirtz robs him by the corner flag. Mac Allister receives on the edge of the box and tries to curl towards the far corner, but it flashes just over, drawing a wave of noise from the cop. The early battles feel personal, duels within duels. Salah then runs strongly at Carreras. Muscling past him inside the box, the fullback leans heavily and the Liverpool bench erupts, screaming for a foul. The referee waves it away. Huijsen recovers to hook clear. Tension is spiking. The crowd is already at full temperature. The match opens further as Real briefly counter. Bellingham deftly tees up Mbappe from distance, the French star shaping for the far corner, but he skies it. Even then, the moment sends a chill through the stadium, a reminder that Madrid's threat is never more than a heartbeat away. Alonso looks visibly frustrated on the touchline. Liverpool respond instantly. Bradley charges forward from deep again, carrying the ball with certainty. Then Vinicius clips him late, and the Brazilian is shown yellow to a massive roar from the crowd. The hunger in Liverpool players is infectious. Every duel is a challenge to Madrid's authority. From the set piece, Szoboszlai hangs a ball towards the far post. Konate nods down, but there's no red shirt ready to strike. Still, Liverpool sustain the pressure. Moments later, Wirtz finds Szoboszlai with a perfect pullback inside the box. The Hungarian lifts a delicate chip as Courtois advances, but the giant keeper sprawls wide and parries. Ooh, gasps in frustration. Courtois once again stands between Liverpool and glory. That was a fantastic save. Not long after, Szoboszlai shoots again. A low drive from range, and again Courtois keeps it out. It's becoming a personal duel between the midfielder and Madrid's keeper. Liverpool are doing everything but scoring. Suddenly, chaos, and it's Szoboszlai at the heart of it again, shooting this time from the edge of the box. Tchouameni blocks, and the ball bounces against his arm. The referee blows his whistle, initially awarding a free kick right on the line. But VAR has looked at it and wants to intervene, and replays show the ball was handled inside the box. Anfield erupts, certain of a penalty. The referee is called to the screen and he goes. The atmosphere feels volcanic. He returns. No penalty! The decision bewilders many, especially given UEFA's historically strict interpretation. Anfield's fury is deafening. For me, though, I feel it was the right decision. It strikes his right hand, which is tucked in more near his body than his left hand. And in all seriousness, what is he supposed to do to avoid the ball hitting his hand? It's one of those that will divide opinion. Play resumes, and Liverpool continue to match Madrid's intensity. Robertson executes a superb recovery challenge on Guler inside the box, timing it to perfection. Replays show a hair's margin, but he gets enough of the ball. The cop salutes him. Moments later, Konate again dominates his aerial duels, refusing to be bullied. Szoboszlai, who is continuing his personal duel with Courtois, drives another stinging effort towards the near top corner, which Courtois, of course, again tips wide. Madrid finally work Mamardashvili from Bellingham, with Bellingham ghosts inside, feints past Konate and lashes a tight, angled, left-footed drive towards the near post. The keeper beats it away smartly, his first major involvement. Real's attacking threat spikes, a reminder that all Liverpool's territory still needs a payoff. Just before the break, Huijsen flies late into Ekitike and is booked, a reckless challenge, symptomatic of his unsettled night. Seconds later, Mac Allister has another go from range, but his low effort is saved by Courtois. And that's it, half-time. It arrives with no goals. Liverpool have been the better side by far, forced 5 major saves, and unsettled Madrid stars by preventing control. Yet Madrid still lurk, unpunished, dangerous. The second half begins with Liverpool throttling the tempo. Their press is suffocating. Bradley hounds Vinicius. Szoboszlai harasses Huijsen into surrendering possession with a poor long ball. Madrid barely manage 2 touches before Liverpool are back at them. Liverpool's set pieces become a weapon. A corner from the right is flicked goalward. Van Dijk meets it cleanly, heading hard, but straight at Courtois. Another corner, another scramble. Ekitike rises and forces Courtois into yet another spectacular fingertip. This is becoming ridiculous. Ekitike is not finished. He then glances the third header inches wide. 3 headers in a minute. Anfield sends Madrid cracking. Courtois prevents collapse through sheer defiance. There's memories of Courtois' heroics against Liverpool in the 2022 Champions League final in Paris. These memories are coming flooding back to Liverpool fans. Madrid, as we noted, eventually won that game 1-0. Moments later, Gravenberch wins a free kick at the edge of the box, drawing a foul from Bellingham. Szoboszlai stands over it alongside Salah and Wirtz. It suits the right foot. Szoboszlai whips it cleanly toward the top corner, but Courtois flies once more, tipping over. He is unshakable. But Liverpool refuse to relent. The Kop sends a breakthrough. Then 2 yellows in succession, one for each side. First, Mac Allister is booked for a cynical foul as he brings down a breaking Mbappe. Shortly after, Bellingham brings down Gravenberch for a second time with a sliding challenge and earns himself a booking. We've reached the hour mark and still the result is up for grabs. Liverpool have a free kick out on the right side. Szoboszlai will take it. He whips in a vicious delivery towards the 6-yard box. It's right on Mac Allister's head. Go! Mac Allister! He finds space and powers his header through Courtois' arms and into the roof of the net. That one was just too fast for even Courtois to react in time to. Anfield detonates, pure eruption. There's a brief moment of consternation for Liverpool as VAR checks for offside, but onside is confirmed, and the goal. Bellingham played him on, and the goal is given. The roar that greets the confirmation is nearly as loud as the goal itself. The narrative, Liverpool persistence versus Courtois' defiance, finally breaks Liverpool's way. Madrid now, though, must respond. This is a team, remember, that have lost just once this season up to now. Alonso turns to his bench, to Rodrigo, to replace Camavinga, and reshuffles the team's shape slightly with Guler moving more centrally. Madrid try to move the ball quicker, but Liverpool remain composed. 70 minutes gone. Can Mbappe be the one to lift them? He peels out to the edge of the box. The Real Madrid striker demands the ball so he can strike from range, but Liverpool crowd him out before he can control it. Mbappe looks unwilling to offer a threat in the box from crosses, which is making Liverpool's life easier right now. Here comes the Frenchman again, though. He cuts inside, seeking angles to shoot, but Liverpool block his first attempt. His second effort, sliced on the half volley, whispers past the post and momentarily freezes Anfield. You can almost hear what the Liverpool faithful are thinking. They may need a second goal to keep these 3 points in the bag. With just over 10 minutes of normal time left, Slot makes a couple of changes with Gakpo and Jones on from Mac Allister, the goalscorer, and Ekitike. Slot will hope those changes can regain some control from Real Madrid. And now, from the reaction of the Liverpool fans, you can probably tell what is about to happen. Yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming on to a thunderstorm of noise. Boos ring out at Anfield as Trent comes on for Arda Guler. Some applause, yes, but very much drowned out by the boos. His first touches are uneasy, giving the ball away twice. The pace of the game, the atmosphere, seems to swallow him. Who was it that said that football can be a cruel mistress? Madrid continue to throw bodies forward, but lack the compactness and conviction that usually define them. Trent feeds Rodrigo, who looks to combine with Vinicius, but again Bradley wins the physical battle, shepherding the ball out to enormous applause. His mastery in this duel is one of the night's defining threads. A few minutes left of the 90, and Liverpool nearly settle it when Salah slips a low cross to Gakpo, whose close-range effort is rather tame though, and saved. But then Militao hurls himself in front of a follow-up from Salah to prevent a certain second. That's heroic defending. The tension is building as both teams seek a goal. 5 minutes of added time arrives with Real desperate. A late corner is curled into a crowd of players. Konate rises to clear decisively. Then Mbappe chases a loose ball, only to run it out under pressure from Szoboszlai. The tension remains, yet Liverpool stay composed. They manage space expertly, controlling transitions. Madrid then plead for a handball against Bradley, but the referee waves play on. Liverpool counter again, but misjudge the final pass. Then back come Madrid once more. It's end-to-end now, only to see another Trent cross sail into empty space. Their failure to commit bodies forward is striking, symbolic of the disconnect in their performance. Alonso, furious, frustrated, is booked on the touchline. Time ticks on. Madrid push forward without precision or patience, and Liverpool's structure holds. Bradley intercepts one final pass, and the whistle blows. Liverpool have beaten Real Madrid. Anfield erupts, relief mixing with triumph. This is a huge European statement. Liverpool's performance is defined by intensity, relentless pressing, controlled aggression, committed running. Szoboszlai was everywhere, creating, driving, delivering the decisive assist. How many shots did he have on against Courtois? Bradley was fearless, winning his battle with Vinicius. Who needs Trent Alexander-Arnold, the fans will say. Mac Allister was pivotal, breaking play and scoring the winner. Van Dijk and Konate locked down their zones. Mamardashvili makes vital saves when needed. Courtois is Madrid's best player by miles, which tells the whole story. He denied Liverpool again and again, but even he could not withstand the eventual breakthrough. Real, normally so composed, looked rattled by the environment. Bellingham and Vinicius had moments. Mbappe flickered in and out, but nothing sustained. They never truly controlled the match. Their only sustained threats coming late and sporadic. Tactically, Liverpool struck the balance perfectly. Disciplined high press, strong in defence, fullbacks brave yet controlled. Real attempted to slow the tempo early on, to play through central lanes, but Liverpool disrupted their rhythm constantly. Once ahead, Slot's men managed the match with calmness. Tonight, as we said, feels like a turning point for the Reds, not only in the Champions League, but an overall belief. Tonight, for the first time in a while, they looked like a team. Of course, one swallow does not make a summer, so let's see if they can build on that in the coming games. For here from tonight, though, it finishes at Anfield, Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0.